Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with an episode of American Dad Apocalypse Soon. As you can see, we have a new event starting today, the Path to the Turkey. This was something that was just barely slightly teased early on in a previous video, and right before I posted it, I got information earlier in the day. Actually right after I recorded it, but before I posted it, because it's usually 24 hours difference in there, I got more information, and I was going to do another video on that one, but I knew the event was going to start soon, so I decided to hold off on that. So this one is going to be hopefully a little bit more details. We're going to go ahead and jump in and cover everything about this event that we know. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get a chance to look at today, so there's going to be some things I don't know, so I'm going to figure out at the same time you guys are. So right away, right from the beginning, you can see what kind of an event it's going to be, a path event, which in the other games is called a way event. You basically go up 3 different paths and you get lots of different stuff. And let's go ahead and read the news, because we did have a news update that came out with this. Agent, stand is searching for a turkey, or else Thanksgiving will be ruined. Luckily, Rogu has stopped by with some turkey to give in exchange for some help. Use autumn leaves to get special rewards and get a feast started. Excuse me. Path to the Turkey is a limited time event where you can collect autumn leaves to buy valuable prizes. There are 3 paths that lead you to special armor. You can choose one or complete all 3 to grab every prize. Be proactive when you collect all 3 event armors. A unique artifact will be available. Players who collect the most autumn leaves will be, that's not me. You get a reward. Be sure to spend them in a time, otherwise they will be lost. Ooh, and this other one on the bottom, this is a huge one. This is one that everybody has wanted in all the games, and it's now in all the games. Is asked for months and months and months in Hustle Castle, and they finally added it very quickly after. It was added to Zero City, and now we have it here in American Dad. This is a huge one. I'll show you how to do that. Very helpful, so you can speed up your what's it called? The Charger class icon, I guess. So it's automatic equip, and if you guys don't know about automatic equip, it's a huge time saver and very useful, but we now have it for that class as well. Excuse me, got something stuck in my throat here. So that is what is new in the game. I'm going to go ahead and click on these real quick, and we'll go check out the event. For those that have been following my channel for some time, then you know that this is not one of my favorite type of events. It's one that requires, some people like it because this is one that you can complete and get everything without having to pay to do it. So those that want to stay free to play can complete this event without paying anything. With that said, you have to grind like mad. You got to go absolutely crazy the entire 10 days to be able to do that. And that's not something I can do. I don't have enough time to do that, and I don't have enough motivation, to be honest with you, because if I did that, then I would be done with the game. And I did it one time, and I think I completed it. It might even have been an American Dad, because this type of an event exists in all the games. And I was very, very burnt out after I did that, and I didn't enjoy the game for some time after that. So for me, it's not a style that's going to work for me. So I'm not even gonna give it a shot. But as you can see, we have 3 different paths on the way up to get lots of different stuff. And I created a spreadsheet. I'll see if I have that available here. I did it earlier in the day and I forgot to load it before I started this, but I'll see if I can get to it, of how many leaves you actually need to complete this. So me at an SR10, you need to get a lot to get all the way to the top. And if you get to the everything, like these people up here, they spent, obviously, I think it's around 340,000 to get everything. So obviously Pommy did that, and was able to probably get everything at this point. Nothing I've ever done before, and nothing I likely will ever do again. So let's just go to the bottom, review the things that might stand out, and then we'll cover these event items, event gear, which is the main point of this. So I've gone for one day, and I was grinding hard in Hustle Castle because today's the last day of a Hustle Castle event. So I wasn't here super much, but I got 3,400 leaves, which is not much at all. If I grinded harder, I might have gotten 6,000, which is not very much, which is fairly standard what I get in these games for this for the level 10 of the different games. So this is a little bit low, but even that, the 6,000 per day is usually enough to get maybe one path, maybe 1.5. Just to give you an idea what expectations are. So food chests, we just had one of these in what was it? Zero City, I believe. And I basically just went up the bottom and just took everything. Just got some of these low level items. I didn't even go for the top gear. So you got some golden turds. We got items, nothing standing out here yet. We got a resource chest. What do we got? Oh, just food and resources, which is good. Rare items, if you're looking for that could be useful. All right, now we're starting to get somewhere. We got some blue stickers, and now we get it. So right up here, now we're starting to get some stuff. We got an energy charge sticker. I'm not a big fan of those, but that's could be good. Right here, random epic ring could be good. I'm at the point where I have mostly legendaries. That's probably useful. And epic damage, highly useful. That is very good for sure. And we got some legendary glitter. That is very good. I'm running very low in glitter, so very useful. And we're getting some better here. And here we go. We got some legendary items. So this is where you start getting the good stuff. So there's some random legendary ring, and here you got some random legendary weapon. And you go to this middle path, you get an arena. Oh, it's not. Usually in most of the games, this is an arena specific legendary, or in this game, it would be Mimosa specific legendary armor, which makes it even better. So interestingly enough, that's not the case here. They're all just regular legendaries, which is not to say they're bad. They're just not the top class. We got epic glitter, and now here we go. Let's go ahead and review these. These are the specific event armors, and this is some of the information that I had available to me that I was going to record that second video, but I just decided to hold off. So let's go ahead and look at these. So in the warrior path, so this left side is going to give you the warrior gear. So if you decide to go there, here's the armor. When your health is critically low, the wearer begins to steal 8,000 health per second from 2 enemies. Lasts for 3 seconds. And again, I've said this in every other event that's had the same gear. I don't know if that means 8,000 plus 8,000 for 2 enemies, or if that's 8,000, so it'd be 4,000 for one, 4,000 the other. But it says 8,000 per, so you would think that means 16,000 for 2 enemies, lasts for 3 seconds, so that's 48,000 health that they're going to steal and gain. So yeah, that's somewhat useful. And the health is always higher on these here, so that's obviously good. Then you got some armor, probably good, but not exceptional. It's probably better than what I'm currently running, so there's that. All right, if you take this middle path, this is where you have the engineer path. And on this one, we got a good amount of energy charge. This is fairly standard on the event items here. And upon death, gives the ally with the least health the power of the Horn of Plenty. The Horn of Plenty restores 66,000 health over 3 seconds and reflects 40% of the damage taken until the battle ends. When the ally is killed, the Horn of Plenty is transferred to another one. Transfers up to 3 times. So this one also is very useful. I have this in Hustle Castle. I'm not currently using it. It could be good, but my problem is this is something that's going to be in the middle row. This is going to be your engineers, and the engineers aren't attacked as often, and they don't. It's not going to be as useful because for my setup, I have a tank up front taking all the damage. Once they die, they start attacking the engineers, and if my tank is already dead, if he gets reanimated, then obviously it's good. But if he is already dead, it's not going to really proc, and I'm not going to be able to help. I don't know. It's for me. It's not. I mean, it will. It'll just proc on somebody who is not going to be able to take advantage of this quite as much. Either the rangers in the back, the gunslingers in the back who don't have that much damage yet, so they don't need the restoration, or the engineers in the middle, which it'll help some, but not super much because they don't have that much health. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of that one. Maybe that's part of the reason with me struggling on my Hustle Castle account, because I'm not running it when I should. For some reason, I always like the Gunslinger path, so on these events, I almost always go up the Gunslinger path, and I think I'm going to do that here as well. So same kind of thing, about the same standard damage you have on all the event gear, about the same standard health. Obviously, it is a range here, so you're not. It's going to be kind of random. Oh, there you go. This item will have random stats within the range specified. So it could be slightly on the lower end, slightly on the higher end, slightly in the middle. So that part could be different, obviously. All right, so once in a while when an enemy is killed, buffs the ally that does the greatest damage, protecting it from fear and increasing its damage and crit by 30%. So this is what I'm thinking. So I would have to compare it to what I'm currently running to see if it's worth it. But I think it's going to be better than I'm currently running on my second Gunslinger at the moment, because he's kind of a support one who gives my mini sauce extra 250% every so often. But here it says once in a while when an enemy is killed, buffs the ally that does the greatest damage, which is obviously my mini sauce, protecting from fear and protecting from fear. I don't really care too much, but increasing damage by 30%. It doesn't say how long, so that almost makes it sound like it's permanent. So if I can get a 30% increase in damage every once in a while, that seems pretty huge. I mean, my mini sauce does 38,000 damage, and we take 30% of that. That's an extra 10,000 damage. All of a sudden, I'm doing 48,000 damage. That seems pretty useful. That seems better than every once in a while you're going to get a 250% damage for 3 shots. So I like that one. That's one I'm certainly going to be going for. We got premium, we got glue, we got koala, all good stuff here. We got more epics. And here we go. Now we got the weapons. I've heard people excited about these daggers. Let's see what we have here. When attacking, it has a 12 to 13% chance of dealing 100 to 120% weapon damage in 5 seconds. Once in a while, disarms the enemy target for 3 seconds. When enemy is disarmed, 150% of their weapons crit, health, dodge, damage, not health, is added to the knive's respective stats. Once in a while, disarms the enemy target for 3 seconds. When the enemy is disarmed, 150% of their weapons crit, dodge, and damage is added to the knives. Yeah, that could be good. This could be super, super good if you have this on a backstab assassin, I would think, because you got your assassins doing quite a bit of damage anyway, and if they're going to the back row and they kill or not even kill, if they disarm a gunslinger in the back, they're not dealing with damage anymore. Plus, you're getting all that damage plus some. So if somebody does this to me and starts doing it on my mini sauce, they're just going to be doing some obscene amount of damage. So that has the potential to be very, very good. I don't run that in my setup, but if I was interested in finishing this event, that would be a very interesting one to get. All right, engineers, what do we have here? So when attacking, has a 55% chance to start an autumn storm, catching 2 to 3 random enemies. Enemies in the storm take extra damage over 3 seconds. The storm disarms the target and reduces their movement speed for 3 seconds. Yeah, it could be good. I'm not a fan of these special support engineers. I prefer my support engineers to do restoration or reanimation. I'm sure it has its use, and I'm sure people will be using it, but that's not one for me. So the middle path for me, not very exciting. All right, we got the corn kernel gun. Big damage, 66 to 73. Is it slow or fast? Doesn't really tell us. I think it's just a regular gun, so I think that's normal speed. When attacking, slows the target movement speed and attack by 22 to 25% for 1.5 seconds. Once in a while, poisons 3 random enemies, dealing 10,000 damage to them and reducing their incoming healing by 30%. If the poisoned enemies have taken 100,000 damage over 3 seconds, the gun is upgraded. Each upgrade restores the wearer's health by 15,000 and increases the gun's damage by 20%. Again, I have my gunslingers in the back. They don't take a lot of damage, so the restoring of health is not necessarily going to be helpful, but if the poisoned enemies have taken 100,000 damage. Over 3 seconds. I don't know if that happens over 3 seconds. Let's read that again. Poisons 3 random enemies, dealing 10,000 damage to them and reduces their incoming healing. I don't know if that's useful or not. That'll be an interesting one to test. Again, this would go on my second gunslinger, or maybe it'll be time to get a third gunslinger going, which will massively mess up my historic high, but that could be interesting. I don't know if this could be useful or not. I think I'm going to get it and test it out, because I should be able to finish one path, and if I don't, then I'll pay my way to finish one path anyway. But that could be good. This multi-purpose here, artifact, in this game, in these way of events are almost always really good. Turkey dinner is probably going to be a restoration, I'm guessing, but let's see. Juicy turkey. Treats 3 allies to a turkey. The ally that eats some turkey has health increased by 16,000 and incoming healing increased by 5 to 100%. This is, for those that play Hustle Castle, this is what the pizza is. We had the Way of the Turtle or something like that. And we had, it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles who like to eat pizza. So they're giving out pizza. So it's the same thing as that one. I use that currently. I don't know how great and how useful it is, to be honest with you. I think it's so good, but, yeah, this is a good one for sure. For me, it's not going to be good enough to pay tons of golden turds to be able to complete the event, but it certainly could be useful. And then if you complete all that and you're still grinding and have more, you can get 2 legendary items there for 10,000 more. And if you want to keep going, you have 3 more legendary items, and you have 3 more legendary items, and you have 3. So you can get 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 legendary items if you're just one who grinds like crazy or pays your way. And then you can get some legendary stickers as well. So, yeah, so that's the event. I mean, there's some good stuff here for sure, no doubt about it, as there usually are in these events. But the problem is you just have to grind so hard to be able to get to the end. And it's something I just can't commit to. I don't have the time for it. So that is the new event. I've completely forgot what it was called. The Way of the Turkey? Or the Path of the Turkey. Path to the Turkey. That's what it is, the Path to the Turkey. Obviously, because we're going to that turkey there in the middle. So that is the event. Like I said, I'm 1 day in so far. I haven't gotten tons. Let's see if I can pull up that spreadsheet. Hopefully I don't completely mess up here because I'm not sure what's going to happen. I have my historic high spreadsheet that I use, and that's where I threw it on there thinking I would put it up here in a video. So let me see if I can't put it on screen. I need to be able to do something here. One moment. I have a new computer screen coming in, should be here tomorrow, so I can have 2 different screens going here, so I won't hopefully have this this much struggling when I'm trying to do this kind of stuff. I can have another screen where I'm taking care of all this, and I can just put it out there when we're ready to go. Take me a little bit to figure that out, but that is something I should be able to do. This button right here, there we go. So this will allow me to change tabs, because on the bottom I put it here. I'm not seeing it. I'm trying to make my screen bigger here so I can see some more. I don't think it really affects what you guys see on the screen, but did we miss it? We did miss it. There it is right there. SR10. So I went through and basically wrote down everything, you know, so we have the 50,000, here's the artifact, here's the legendary event gear, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're just going to go the regular path, not even going for the artifact up top, the tank path is going to be 39,500. The engineer path is 36,420. That includes this little 20 down here. And then the gunslinger path is 39,140. And if you want to be able to complete all of those, it's going to be 115,060. And then the next one is basically just adding the artifact in there. So 139,060 if you want to be able to complete all of the regular items in there. And then that 341,000 is if you want to get the items up top. So, you know, like I said, the person who paid their way to the top has enough to buy every single item, which is why I said that. So, you know, if I average 6,000 a day and that multiply that times 10, that's going to be 60,000. That'll be enough for me to finish one path and then about half another path. And that's fairly standard on all these events. I only got 3,000 this first day, and 3,000 times 10 is 30,000. So that won't be enough to finish, but I expect that I will be doing more every day than this first day. Starting tomorrow, the Hustle Castle event is over, so I can spend more time. I am trying to do a little bit here on this account and my mini account as well to get some stuff going on that one. But that is not my primary purpose because I'm trying to level that mini account up. So I will be spending most of my time on this account. All right, let me go ahead and turn this off. Oh, no, let me not turn that off yet. Let me go back. I wanted to show one other thing. My mini account, I'm upgrading to SR8. Oddly enough, I'm very rapidly going through it as quickly as possible. And it finished going to SR8 today, so it was like only had a couple hours, and I meant to go back and to fill in the SR8 one, and I forgot. So this is actually the same as the 7. So for SR7, these are the numbers you need, much less, obviously. And so if you want to complete the first path, 14,230, 15,730, and 14,850. So going all the way over, if you want to complete everything without the multi-purpose or without the artifact, it's 44,810, and with it, it's going to be 58,810. And if you get everything, it's 92,410. So obviously way lower numbers, but it's a lot harder to earn, and you don't get as many leads when you're doing stuff. And again, SR8, I didn't actually fill that one out, so I don't have that information. So as you can see, I mean, it's a big effort. I mean, you have to grind hard and long to be able to get all those things, but it's doable, especially at the lower levels. It's much easier to do at the lower levels if you're grinding than it is to do at the higher levels. Excuse me, but the higher levels, it is doable as well, because I did do it that one time. I think I had to pay a little bit at the very end to finish, but I was able to do it, so I don't have to pay too much. Well, that is it. That is the path to the turkey. So I will be grinding it. I'll be back, you know, multiple times here throughout the event, hopefully, giving updates and hopefully making my squad a little bit stronger. One quick thing to talk about before. So I have this funky setup going right here with my second gunslinger where I'm having tank armor. This is what a lot of the top people are running. I'm guessing they're going to change that after this event, where it basically puts the the symbol on and does 250% damage for 3 attacks. But that's after doing 25,000 damage. Does this person do that much damage for that? It's going to have to be a balance to see which one's better. But with that, they do less damage overall because you have a tank armor instead of a gunslinger armor. So his DPS is only 6675. if I take the event gear, put that on there, he'll be doing significantly more damage. Plus, he'll allow my other guy to do even more damage. So I don't know. I think that's going to be the way to go. I think that's going to make me stronger, and that's the setup I'm going to look to do. But it'll take some testing. So I will certainly finish that first path. That's what I'm pushing towards, and then hopefully it will actually help. And I think that will do it. So I have 5 level 100s here. My next 2 coming in here. We're up to level 93 right now. No rush in that because I'm only running a 5-man squad. Whenever I go into the arena, I'm still doing our mimosas. I still do 5, and I'll put a cook in there. I beat some. I'm at 2.1 million. I beat some 2.7 millions today, so my squad is pretty strong, doing pretty well. So if I can make it even stronger still, that would be great. So we have 4 100s in here. I actually have another 100 who's just sitting on the sideline right now, not being used. I guess I could potentially change my Applehead here to a level 100, even if I continue to run level 85 gear. Maybe I could do that. But one thing I like to do is make myself look a whole lot weaker. So having the squad power 2.1 helps, having a cook in there helps, and then having level 85 in there helps. So when people see me in Mimosa, they see me really weak, they try to attack me, and as long as they're not like massively strong, I either put up a really good fight or I beat them. So that is a little useful piece of information as well, having that intimidation factor. Oh, and the one thing I did tell you I was going to do, I forgot. Let's cover this last little item. So the last ability, before we go there, let's go to just pick some random person. Let's go talk to the food because this could be useful. So here, if you don't know about auto equipping, so these are my chefs or my cooks or whatever we're called in this game. Instead of clicking on the weapon, going through all the weapons, scanning all the way down, finding the ones, doing compares to find out what the strongest is, and then doing that for each one of these, which is a major pain, which is what we always had to do, or I guess we didn't have to do. For those that don't know, you have to do that. It's a major pain. But a very, very helpful little tidbit is so he's a cook, so I'm going to click on this row. If you're talking about any other ones, you click on their specific row here, not the fighters. So if I click here on my food row, it gives me an auto equip button. So what that's telling me that I can actually make my cook better than he currently is. There's gear that I own because I have this button that is going to help me do better. So let's look. I'm currently making 6,051 food per hour. Food per hour. So if I hit this, now I go up to 6,093. So I was able to get, I think it was my necklace. My necklace got upgraded because it was better. And then I can go through and do that for every single person. Do I have better? Yes, I do. 53, 62. I got an extra 350. We do that over here. So you can go through very quickly. 5420, an extra 100 food per hour. We go on this one. We got another one. We can go 50, extra 25. Since I forget to do, I don't do it very often. So it is very helpful. So without really trying, I just got like an extra 600 food per hour, I think, or give or take, maybe 800, just by clicking that auto equip button. Very useful. And like I said, you could do that with pretty much everything, but the one thing you couldn't do it with, I forget what they're called here in this game, like they're clockmakers in Hustle Castle, but let's take this one for example. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to start up. I don't need wood, so I'm going to start taking all my workers who are producing wood, and I'm going to start working here. So we have this person here, which before, I can do this, which auto equips for making my my batteries. So I'm making 1,206. This is a low level person, but we now have this second button here, and this never existed before. So I can click on that one, and now all of a sudden I have 7.2% speed up rather than having to scroll through everything. And then, this is the only material that can do 2 separate things, and that's why I didn't have that second button, but it is here, and it's highly useful, highly helpful, major time saver. So very, that one tip amongst everything else is a major game changer for those that are new to the game that don't know about it. Highly, highly useful and helpful item there. So I think I'm going to wrap it there. So this is the event, and it will be keeping me busy for the next 9 days, and keeping me more busy because I'm going to be doing it in 2 separate accounts. And then I imagine my Zero City game will also have an event coming fairly soon, so then I'll be having to grind back and forth between 2 games, but that's all right. It's fun stuff for sure. So good luck to everybody. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribe to the channel yet, click that subscribe button, click that notification button if you want to get notifications. And if you're interested in supporting, I have the details down below. Jen Lopez supporting the channel, and we have Anonymous as well. You can find all the details on how to support the channel if that's something you're interested, down below in the description. So thanks again to everybody who's been here and watching and supporting the channel. I very much appreciate you and all your time. So until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.